You're not 19 anymore. You've spent more years sitting than moving. Day after day, stuck in front of screens, at work, at home, even when relaxing. 8 hours a day at a desk, sometimes more. Your body wasn't built for that. And that simple habit alone increases your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even early death by nearly 20%. The scary part? The damage starts long before you even realize it. Your posture weakens, your energy drops, your metabolism slows, and your confidence fades. You start to feel it in your back, your knees, your joints. The small reminders that you're not the same as you were a decade ago. So the real question isn't, can I do this? It's, what actually happens when you start training in your 30s? After years of sitting still? And trust me, it's not what you think. Because once you start moving again, the right way, your body remembers. The strength, the energy, the drive. It all comes back faster than you expect. This isn't about chasing youth. It's about rebuilding the strength you never truly lost. Just forgot you had. The reality check. The first thing you notice is simple. Your body doesn't move the way it used to. Your hips feel locked, stiff like concrete. Your glutes, practically offline. Your shoulders round forward as if your laptop molded your posture over the years. Then you start training. And suddenly, all those problems reveal themselves. Try a simple squat. Your hips complain. Go for a push-up. Your shoulders grind like rusty hinges. Not because you're weak, but because your body has been frozen in one position for far too long. Years of sitting, scrolling, and working in the same posture have rewired how your body moves. Your muscles forgot their real job: to move powerfully, to stabilize, to protect you. And that realization hits hard. But here's the good news. The story doesn't end there. That damage isn't permanent. Within just a few months of consistent, intelligent training, things begin to change. Your hips start to open. Your posture stands taller without effort. Muscles you forgot existed suddenly wake up. Your mobility returns like someone flipped the lights back on, and you start to feel alive again. It's not about perfection. It's about reclaiming the strength, control, and freedom that sitting stole from you. But first, you have to face what those years have really done to your body. The control problem. And then, there's control. You might think you're in shape because you jog on weekends or lift weights when you find the time. But then you try something simple, a single leg balance hold, and suddenly, you're wobbling like you're learning to walk all over again. That's when it hits you. Training isn't just about strength or endurance. It's about coordination, precision, stability. It's about your brain and your muscles working as one. But after years of stillness, that brain-to-muscle connection has gone quiet, like a signal that's grown weak over time. Here's the powerful truth, though. You can rebuild it. Every rep you perform, every pause, every hold, every controlled movement. They all send a new message to your body. Wake up, listen, move with purpose. And with each session, that message gets louder. Your balance sharpens, your control returns, and the body that once felt clumsy starts to move like it was designed to, strong, stable, and completely under your command. The ego trap. When you're 20, your ego is loud. You chase the flashy things, the handstands, the muscle-ups, the highlight reels for social media you train to impress. But when you hit your 30s, ego changes. It doesn't shout anymore. It whispers. You don't need to warm up. Skip the basics. You already know this. And that whisper is dangerous because skipping the basics now means paying the price later. A small shoulder tweak can set you back weeks. A rushed progression can undo months of consistency. At this stage, the goal isn't a one-arm push-up. The goal is being able to keep training next month. And that's when you realize simple training hits differently. Time matters now. You can't afford to waste it driving to the gym, waiting for machines, or scrolling between sets. You need training that fits your life, not training that interrupts it. A park bar, a living room floor, 20 minutes between responsibilities. That's all it takes. Because progress isn't about chasing extremes anymore. It's about showing up, staying consistent, and keeping your body ready for life. The quiet transformation. You won't wake up one morning transformed. There's no dramatic moment, no overnight success story. Change doesn't shout. It whispers. It happens quietly, in the background, while you keep showing up. Your strength builds without any spotlight. Your posture starts to rise. Naturally, your breathing slows down, becomes deeper, calmer. And somewhere along the way, you start noticing the little things. Carrying groceries doesn't feel like a chore anymore. Climbing stairs doesn't make you think about your knees or your breath. Holding your kid doesn't feel like a workout. It just feels right. You start to move with ease, confidence, and control. Like your body finally remembered what it was built for. And these are the real wins that matter in your 30s. Not the flexes on Instagram. Not the perfectly lit gym selfies. But the quiet victories no one claps for. The ones that happen when life feels easier. Because real progress isn't loud. It doesn't demand attention. It shows up when you need it most. When you're rushing up the stairs, lifting your kid, or helping a friend move furniture. That's what true strength is. Not about how much weight you lift, but how easily you can lift yourself through life. Your 30s aren't about chasing perfection anymore. They're about building a body that works for you, not against you. One that supports your goals, your family, your future. And if you stay consistent, if you trust the process, one day, you'll look back and realize, you didn't just build muscle. You built a life that feels lighter, stronger, and completely in your control. To answer your question, what exactly takes place when you begin training seriously in your 30s? It is not immediately obvious. Your body begins to communicate with you in a reserved and demanding manner. It is a clear demonstration of the damage that has been caused by years of sitting, stress, and neglect. A rigidity that you feel in your hips. Your shoulders are a vulnerable spot in your body. The imbalance in your muscles, which you were completely unaware of being inactive on. Then again, a remarkable occurrence takes place. Your body demonstrates to you that it is capable of healing, that it is possible to restore strength, control, and mobility. If you are willing to put in the effort to do those things, you should regain control. You begin to move with a sense of purpose once more. Instead of working harder, you train smarter. There will be no more time wasted waiting for the perfect moment to work out or stretching for an interminable amount of time. First, you stop getting ready to work out, and then you begin actually working out. And then, all of a sudden, without even being able to pinpoint the precise moment, you find that you aren't the same, less heavy, more robust. This is more lively. More energy is stored in your body. Work that used to feel like a grueling chore now feels like a breeze. Stair climbing, carrying groceries, and raising your children are all activities that feel more natural to you now. You come to the realization that life has just become less difficult. The reason for this is not because the world slowed down, but rather that you caught up. Due to the fact that you reclaimed your body. Due to the fact that your strength is now serving you rather than only impressing others. The 30s are not a setback for you. It is a defining moment for them. A point in time when you decide to stop pursuing pointless strength and instead begin to acquire power that genuinely counts. Strength that makes your life better, easier, and more capable. So that you don't miss out on what's coming up next, make sure to press that like button and subscribe if this resonated with you. Now is the time to stop only contemplating change and to begin actually bringing about the change. It's time to get to work.